Alright lads, PolyTovar here and welcome back on the channel. Yes, I know it's at least a year from the last time we have seen each other, and if you're angry, that's acceptable. I also thought that I'll be able to make some videos in this last year, but that was completely impossible because I have returned to my studies at the university. Like, I have returned to school at the university after more than 2 years, so I was completely unprepared for the ordeal. When I started the school, I had the idea that maybe I can do both, like the studying and the work at the channel, but unfortunately that was completely impossible. I was completely overwhelmed by the experience, completely new situation, new environment, much harsher. Maybe not harsher, but much more demanding work from the university, from the school. Like, example, writing essays, like pages, like in a week. Like, maybe if somebody has experience before this type of work, like a lot of writing in a day, like these ideas, it is something that I had a lot of issues in my life because unfortunately I was not an avid reader in my growing up, in my teen years and also in my early adulthood, well, which is now my early adulthood. So for this reason I was completely lost, and I really needed to concentrate myself for my studies. So like I said, the work on the channel had been completely postponed, and also, like I said, because of the complexity of the study at the school, my stress rose because it was the first time I often did sometimes of complicated essays and also of seminar works, like find at least 10 publication to use to write a paper, like a work, like 10-15 pages of work with the citations from the book. For example, this was from the historical seminar, one of the classes that I had. I needed to find 10 books, and also from every week take two books and write half-page essay about what things I will use from those books. Like this, not much half a book, but also I needed to read that book, like why I'm using this book. So I went there and tried to do all I can. At the beginning it was difficult, but I was able to do it. But anyway, what I can say, what happened also from me, well, I met new friends. It was quite an experience, like new things, new environment. At school we had like about 20 here and there. Somebody left after the first semester in January, and it was new things. Like I said, new things. I experienced new things. Like, for the first time, I was able to go to school excursion in other countries. It was like the second time which happened in my life. The first time was when I was in the gymnasium, like something like high school here in Slovakia, and we went to Budapest. But it was like really, with the bus, really uncomfortable. And now it was like a really good experience. Like we went to various museums. We went to Vienna, Brno. Brno is a city in the Czech Republic. So if you don't know, you don't know. It doesn't matter. But anyway, so that's the experience. I also studied, find a new way to work on new programs. For example, I also did I will talk about this in the future in very specific videos about every single subject which I did. Hopefully this is a type of video that will be able to do correctly. And like before, like I always said, okay, I have this plan in my mind, so I'll make this video. I never did, but maybe this time I'll be able to grasp the subject in a certain way for me to explain you what I needed to do in this, what was the most important thing, what I need to learn, and so on. Even now I have some issues to explain it. So for the first time in my career here on YouTube, I'll need to write a script, because until now it was all everything from my head, spontaneous. I have never prepared nothing, write down. Okay, I need to write this. Okay, this, okay, I need to say this to remember. I have never did this, and it caused quite a bit of issue on my videos. So first thing first, right now is August. Well, you know, it's August, and unfortunately my school ended in the late June. Like, well, the school semester ended in May, but the last month was like the exams, like the amount of the exams. Like, I need to do my exams, and luckily I was able to get good marks here and there. Unfortunately, there was one subject which I did a minimum, like the minimum possible marks, an E. I write about ethics. So that's sad, but it was really a complicated subject, like not difficult, but completely new, because even though it was historical, but it was like the history of the evolution of museums, like from the antique period, from the classical period, well, antique, like Mesopotamia, Euphrates, Tigris, Egypt, Greece, then Rome, Middle Ages, scientific revolution, Renaissance, Baroque, and Industrial Revolution, and to the modern age. So like very complicated stuff, and like I needed to find like the very specific subject about like what type of museums found that this person here, or at least what theorist wrote about museums, about this particular subject, and in what year, and so on. So it was really complicated. It was the first time I heard this. So the first time I heard this type of new information, like completely new. I before, like I know like the Sumers, the Egyptian civilization, and so on. The Egyptian civilization, so it was not completely new. So I could how to pinpoint them, like the information in my brain, so I know where to start, and this was completely new. So lucky me, I was able to pass. Not by much, but I'm happy. My brother told me like I was able to get 64 points in credits, and optimum possible for a year is 60. So 60 is receiving 65 on 60 on 60 credit is a good result. So I'm happy. Maybe this next year at the university will be easier, but I'm not believing it. But anyway, what we can we can expect on the channel from in this month, because this month and until the 21st on the 3rd or 23rd of September, it is the holiday. The school year starts the 23rd of September, so we have some time. Though this next week that comes very soon, from the 4th of August, there'll be like quite a bit of works at this home. So mainly in the living room, there are some. We'll do some painting and like make the living room more beautiful, like it is, like because it's the walls are completely white, so it doesn't look very good. But until then, and also tomorrow I am going to work like a 12-hour shift. I think during summer, this last month, I was trying to find work, but here and there, I've tried to go to McDonald's. There was some hope, but I also went to the job interview there. They called me in, but at the end, they took somebody else. So nothing to do there. Luckily, I was able to find, like I said, I was able to find a job for tomorrow. It's work on with fruit and vegetables, like sorting, like €5.5 for an hour for 12 hours, 66 euros a day. It's a good pay, I must say. The only thing I'm a little bit nervous is like the time, because 12 hours a day, it's quite a bit of work, and I never worked more than 5 hours a day, like maybe 9 if we can't like the travel here and there. Like it was like a half-hour day, like to movement for me in a day. So this will be interesting. I also need to wake up at 5 a.m. to be there at 6 a.m. But this is not new, so I think I'll be able to succeed in this. But anyway, this was some things that could happen right now. So the things I need to do. But I have started a new series. It is a modification for Medieval to Total War in Solaris Draco. It is a campaign about in Solaris Draco is a modification that's the main subject is the post-Roman British Isles, Britain and Ireland, northern France, and parts of Germany and Dane. So it is very interesting. It's not very easy, I must say. Like I have recorded right now 2 episodes. I still need to patch it a little bit, fix it here and there, the work. But I think I'll be able to. I think there will be a good series. I was right now a little bit nervous in the playthrough, because when you need to read play the game, you don't talk. And right now I haven't talked to the microphone for at least a year, so new experience for me. Well, maybe not new experience, but more like return to work, and I am a little bit rusty, a little bit. Though I never was really good in this type of commentary during work. Well, maybe if I go back to last year, I was able to do something. Though last year during summer we didn't play that much. It was all mainly vlogs here and there because I went to Italy. But that's all I can say right now. So right now I'll end the video here. Thank you for watching. After this I go to DaVinci Resolve and try to fix it here and there, maybe put there an intro here and there, but we'll see. And also then I'll try to record a new episode or a new Let's Play series on the channel. Hopefully it will be interesting. So lads, thank you for watching. Until next time, PolyTovar out.